We have to look back and say, these times were so hard. We made these sacrifices. We lost a lot of things. But at the end, we did what we had to do, and we end up being better persons, better professionals.
I know you're based in Peru. How has Peru been impacted by COVID-19?
The impact of COVID-19 in Peru has been pretty significant, economically, politically, and socially. And now we have a big challenge. We have the big challenge of rebuilding the country again to get us back in track. I think that at the beginning was very hard. People start working long hours. This is very different from working from home. We were not in control of all the circumstances at home. We had to deal with our kids, we have to deal with work, we have to deal with domestic issues. We all had difficulties through this pandemic. We all had family members that had their own issues due to this pandemic. It was difficult to get organized. Now, we're living more a new normal. We start relying more on technology. It's amazing how the digital transformation has picked up. We are more used to communicate through Teams, through Zooms.
What do you think this new normal is going to look like?
I think that the new normal is going to be new, and it's not going to be completely normal. Well, the most evident is that we're going to be asked to do more with less. We have to get used to many of the things that we had to use during this crisis. Some of those worked and proved to be very effective. Some of those didn't work. And in this new normal, we're going to start trying what works better, what fits better. So I think that the new normal is not a permanent situation. It's an adaptation to new circumstances. So the General Counsel is one of the leaders of the organization. We have to set the path during uncertain regulatory, within an uncertain regulatory environment. Nobody was prepared for this. Not us, nobody. I cannot imagine somebody that was prepared for such a dramatic change caused by this pandemic. So navigating and leading an organization through such an uncertain regulatory environment was a real challenge. We had to make decisions without having all the elements that we normally have. We have to team up with other members of the organization just to make sure that we were considering all the elements into the equation. We were considering all the possible consequences that decision might bring.
As Chief Legal Counsel, could you maybe explain what your biggest legal challenge has been and how you've worked to overcome that?
We were operating in a very complex context. People had to deliver with these limited resources. So keeping that team together, motivated, reinforcing our purposes, reaffirming our values, putting the team together was one of the main goals that we had since the beginning of the pandemic. I think in all Latin countries, we like to be close to people. We like to be close to other people. You are in the office, there is more communication. You can stop by the offices and talk about things. With this new context, all the communication was through Zoom or Teams, and that was challenging in a certain way. And we have also implemented some other measures to promote well-being. For example, checking in with members of the team weekly, just calling some member of the team and asking, how are you? How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? How is work? That has a wonderful effect in all members of the team. It feels very good when you realize that you impact people for the good. But there's also responsibility that comes with us. Every decision that we make has a repercussion, a consequence in all these people that we are serving. So definitely how this pandemic affect all of us, we became more aware of the importance of our services, and we became more aware of the importance of the decisions that we make.